Curdy, old buddy, old pal. Can you give me some language that you've heard when you got laid off? Like, if I'm about to get laid off, what kind of terminology, words do you? What? How does it work? Like, what's the roadmap here?
We are letting you go.
That's all you got. That's all you got.
Yeah, something like that. We're letting you go. We no longer require
Mm.
your services at this company. Please
Mm.
get out. You will not return to your desk.
Don't say
Is there
bye to your
anything?
coworkers.
Yeah, you go to your car. Do you need
Mm.
anything? We can have someone run to your desk or whatever and grab it. If you have stuff at home, we'll connect you with person X to make an exchange in a public setting, maybe at the police parking lot. Why are you getting laid off, you think, or what's going on?
Well, that's what feels different is that I've been given like this 4 month notice that there's going to be a big restructure happening.
4 months.
But
Okay.
yeah, it feels so it doesn't quite jive with your layoff language that I'm hearing. So I haven't heard those sweet, sweet words that, yeah, you're getting shit canned or, leave your stuff and never look back kind of thing. But there is a big reorg happening in the healthcare world. If anyone cares to look it up, you just
It's because
Google
of that
HSA.
Luigi is in court this week.
Magnioni.
Yeah, he set off
A
chain of events.
Yeah, it does. It does go back to him in a lot of ways. Yeah, I mean, you got to be
Well,
worried if you're a
think about it. The
CEO these
timeline
days.
works out. Like, when was he
Mm.
killed the CEO of what was it? United Health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was probably right around the time Interior Health kind of went crazy.
Yeah, that is true. I never connected those dots. I'm glad you're here as a independent observer to bring it all together for me.
Well, when that happens in the healthcare world, people take notice. It's like,
Mm.
I don't know, if you were on the basketball court and another basketball player got assassinated, you're gonna take notice of that, right? Like,
Right.
if you're LeBron James, you notice those things out on the court. So what's this 4 month notice? Like, you got a letter or
No,
what?
so there was this meeting, this like company-wide meeting, and there's some memos that came out saying that there's a fantastic new organization that's being created. It's called Shared Services, and it's going to bring together, they're going to consolidate a bunch of portfolios like finance, HR, and some others together into one organization. So what used to be just in the health authority is now coming, it's getting centralized. And to do that, they're doing it to save money, and to save money, they got to lay people off. So,
do they say that? They state that?
They did not explicitly state that, but that's kind of the implied part. So it's like this weird thing where they've given notice that there's this big change coming, but we're left to fill our imagination with what'll happen next. Like
what is the
there's
4 months?
plan.
What is the 4 months?
There's this, they have to have a new org, this new shared services org in place by April 1st for the new fiscal year. But
you think it's an elaborate prank? They wouldn't.
It could be
April
the old long con. That's a good point.
So is there there must be a reorg. Are you going to be reporting to a different person or something?
Yeah, no one knows. No one knows what the hell's going on, but I haven't heard those words that you mentioned at the beginning. So that's kind of that's a
mine was my most recent thingamajig was a little bit. I've been through a couple different layoff type things like this, or even been around it where maybe I haven't been let go. But my most recent one was abrupt, right? Like, it was the day, it wasn't, you're going to get fired or laid off in 4 months. It's like, see ya. Hello, good morning. See ya. Right. Although there were signs, there were signs. So I guess that's kind of what you're looking out for. And so what I hear whenever people mention efficiency, like that's bad news. Because
not a good word.
You want to be efficient, you cut out the workforce, you cut out those salaries or those hourly rates. So efficiency, you're talking about restructuring. It sounds like reorganizing. That's bad.
Not good.
Yeah, so
not good, brother.
there's stuff happening. I don't know. It doesn't sound like at this point there's anything linking you specifically. It's just
Right.
in general there's some movement happening, and
Well, that's what I'm afraid of, at least. I mean, I don't think anything I said isn't already public knowledge, but yeah, old Ryan, I'm a planner. I'm thinking about all these different scenarios. If I got shit canned, what else? What else should I do? What
I don't know.
should I be doing
You've adapted so well to the work from home lifestyle. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you'd be allowed back in any office.
I
Like
know. I've become soft in my work from home era.
they didn't mention any podcasting. They didn't make any kind of like, yeah, if anyone has any podcasts, should be on the lookout. Or they didn't make any.
Right, nothing like that yet. Unlike your previous places of work, people in the healthcare world, they haven't really connected the dots to patio lanterns.
Mhm.
They haven't said anything specifically yet, but yeah, maybe I'll let our C-suite know that there's this media option for them besides Castanet.
Yeah,
Something that people of the interior listen to.
My CEO might be listening to this episode or one of the most recent ones too, so you can say hi. But like it does spread. Like I work in a pretty smallish industry, it seems like in North America at least. And like I was on a call like with another company a couple weeks ago. And like one of the first things was like, "Hey, aren't you the guy with the podcast?"
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. My toxic trait, I don't know if it's toxic, but like I just assume that when someone else hears I have a podcast, they just don't bother to listen. I think that's kind of just like a fun thing. People ask, "Oh, like how's the podcast going?" But I'm just going around assuming that they're not avid patio lanternites, but maybe I discount
I don't know. For the most part, I don't think they listen, or even if it comes up at some point, I don't assume that they will listen. Not a lot of people can handle patio lanterns.
Yeah,
as we've shown over 7+ years.
It's very true. And yeah, hold on. I gotta respond. There's someone on Marketplace.
Are you getting laid off?
Yeah, I'm getting laid off right now.
Ryan, you're supposed to be working. You are fired.
You are done. We're tuning in live. Yeah, we're actually coming at you live right now.
Actually, if my CEO is listening live, I'm technically supposed to be working. So,
well, yeah, we're spreading the good word, right?
Yeah.
I figured, I'll pass on some good financial knowledge to prove my worth as an accountant in case I get shit canned and someone finds the golden.
You've already been trained. See, that's the problem. You've already been training your replacements with these AI. Was it Mercor? You already trained out the AI rancier to replace
you. Yeah. They'll figure it out. But good tip for everyone with credit cards out there, which I hope is most of you, assuming you can pay back.
Rack up that debt, baby.
All the time, is get rid of Expedia. Get rid of these points. I hate the points going with credit cards. I had Expedia points for years, and then I go to redeem them, and you can't find the same flights that you can find on Google, for example. Where are all these flights? They're supposed to be available. They're different prices. They jack up the price. Screw Expedia. Get cashback credit cards, people. I got a nice cashback credit card. Got $530 cashback over 8 months of using it. So I think that's the way to go. Much more flexible than these stupid points. You can go where you want, when you want. Think of it as your travel fund. That's my financial point for the day. Thumbs up.
Wow, is that going to be a new segment?
Yeah, maybe if a disappointment keeps on going. Yeah, I was thinking about my rant was going to be how this is how people tell each other that they're getting laid off, or like the corporate speak of we're all in this together. Just want to hold some space to talk about this kind of stuff. And it's like, oh God, good God.
So did you have like a town hall type of?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So how many people, like, was it?
It's my rant, I think, is a little bit, I didn't think the message was that bad, But when the HR person starts putting links to employee health and wellness, and like if
Oh
you need
god.
someone to talk to this
Yeah.
person, it's like, we're kind of cooked, Chad.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to put in there.
People be getting let go for sure.
Anywho, enough about me. How's life for Curdy Boy?
It's good. It's good. It's been busy. Like, so I've been as you know, I've been in some schooling
Mm.
over the past couple months just for this semester. And it's kind of like it's pretty straightforward and pretty easy, I guess. Like it's just like online lectures, the odd assignment stuff. But recently it has picked up and I found it quite busy. And so I'm excited in a few weeks here for it to all be over. Like I had an actual exam on Monday. I had to sit down for 2 hours. I had to download like a special safe exam browser so that they could watch me through my phone on Microsoft Teams while I was on this safe exam browser on my laptop so that I wouldn't like open up other tabs, AI, Google, whatever. So I had like an actual exam and I think I did okay, but like it's just been a lot recently. And then like it's like courses kind of funnel in and out. Like for example, I had one that just the lectures ended this week, but then I have another course starting up that runs for 2 weeks only, 2 times a week next week. So next week I have 2 lectures in this one course, and then the following week I have 2 more lectures of that same course, and then that course is done. And then in that there's like quizzes or homework and stuff. And they're like 3-hour lectures. Like I told you, like they're 3 hours of I was sitting on the computer. And thankfully I was worried they were going to be a little bit strict somehow with turn your camera on, but I just turned it off. And like, so I found myself either working or looking at memes or cleaning up or just wandering around, whatever. So I've been like multitasking and stuff. So I haven't just been staring at the lecture the whole time. Although it probably would have helped me on my exam or assignments if I did actually pay more attention. But it's been busy. I would say it's been a little bit busy, and I'm excited to be out of school again in a couple weeks, just in time for our big Christmas holiday dinner with Bouchon's,
Actually. Bouchon's Bistro. It's a nice, it's a
Je m'appelle Kurt.
Yeah, a little caviar. I'm looking down at this bistro for years.
What were we saying? Voudrais au pain? Voudrais au fromage? S'il vous plaît.
Nailed it.
Looking forward to it.
How fast do we get kicked out? Or do we have to like walk in with a bunch of hundreds and be like,
curl our mustaches, maybe?
Yeah, they'd like
wax them and curl them.
Have you ever tried that?
No, I mean, I've never felt like mine. I actually don't know, like, how long does it realistically have to be? I feel like your hair would have to be pretty filled in to actually do that. I don't know. Mine's not long enough.
Yeah,
yours is better.
I think if I really
yours is thick. You have a thick stash, though.
Yeah.
Maybe a real thick Frenchman's curl there.
Yeah, you're goddamn right.
We'll see if we have a couple special guests at our dinner this year. Hopefully they don't let us down. So
right,
we could have some interesting stories to tell on the podcast after.
Yeah. I'm here for it. I mean, I think it's good to branch out to people from the good old days. If you don't say, hey, you should come to Bouchon's Bistro, when are you gonna see them?
Well, everyone sits around these days waiting on someone else to set something up or invite them out, right? So sometimes you got to just bear down and be the ones that say, hey, you want to go to Bouchon's Bistro for a $200 holiday dinner and speak poor French to the poor staff there?
Yeah.
And they say, yeah, with you guys, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of these places that I've never gone. Like, you haven't gone either, right?
No.
Like, we see it at the corner of your eye when
you're
walking down
fancy.
water
it's
and
French.
sunsets. It's like, what actually happens in there?
It's kind of like, for me, it's always been like in the corner of town almost too. Because for me, like it is kind of tucked away unless you like live down there. it's kind of tucked away, I think, and because there's no real reason to go past it, I don't think, really. Like,
Not really. Yes, maybe you're just walking
or there's
around.
alternative routes. Like you can walk the boardwalk to the park and everything another way. Like you don't have to go down that street, but it's kind of, I feel like it's been tucked away. And then also it's just like, it's obviously, it's not something you're just going out for beers with the boys or watching the big game.
A good pregame spot.
It's like it's like a typical date night place, and I just haven't crossed. I don't go on enough dates. I can count on one hand how many dates I've gone on. Like, so that's why. And then we got so intertwined with Rod. He said, "You guys, you got to come back. You got to come back. You got to come back every year around Christmas." And then finally our bills, our tabs kind of dwindled down as the group grew smaller, and we couldn't keep Rods afloat anymore. And he had to shut his doors. And now Derek, I was looking at Derek's again. Derek's was our backup plan this year for the holiday dinner. It was Bouchon's or Derek's. The one thing I can't get over with Derek's, I think it's an ugly name, and I don't inherently hate the name Derek. It's also the way he spells Derek. It's like Derrick.
Yeah, let me take a look at this guy.
Derek's, it just sounds ugly. It just doesn't sound.
It doesn't sound
good.
Nice.
It doesn't sound. It sounds.
It's not somewhere I want to spend over $100 on.
No, it sounds like you're gonna get I don't know, like a Coors Light, a tankard of Coors Light or something. I don't know. What are you
founded by Ross Derrick?
Yeah, I was looking.
Derrick is his last name, and those wondering how they spell it, it's Derrick. Derrick's Steakhouse, and it kind of, maybe it's just the Rick at the end of Derrick's that makes me think of like Ricky's Bar and Grill. Or Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. Something about Rick. Any Rick suffix is not going to be a fancy spot.
Yeah, it's too sharp. Maybe. Derek.
There he is.
It's true. Yeah, there he is. So Ross's might be a better name. Ross's Steakhouse. I don't know.
Ross's.
Ross, because he's got that soft S. Ross's sauces.
Right.
I don't know. Derek's.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll have to try it one day, I guess.
Yeah, we dressed up when we went to Derek's.
Huh? What is that? Fast food? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. So that's Derek's.
All right. They'll be out of business without our support in no time.
Sadly, the restaurants are dropping like flies in Kelowna.
Are they? There. Well, we had
I don't know. There's always one
in Penn City at the new Penticton B&A.
It's a new B&A brought to you by the Nixon Group. The B&A. We finally checked it out. I waited for you to come down to check it out. Similar. I was worried. I was saying to you, I was a bit worried because I saw some photos. It looked too bright. I was like, this looks way too bright. I am not going. And then we went there. It wasn't too bad. The vibes were okay. I think they were similar as much as possible to the Kelowna B&A. It's just Penticton cannot match that Kelowna energy.
Yeah. And then the biggest difference I noticed was DJ Invisible in Kelowna versus DJ Diesel in Penticton. It just this guy gets into this big kind of van that's elevated in the restaurant, and you look at him like, okay, this guy's about to throw down. He puts out an absolute banger for the first song, and then
did he do like "Kickstart My Heart" or something? That's what everyone was fired up. You look around, like everyone was kind of falling asleep, and then DJ Diesel, and then it's like the intro of "Kickstart My Heart," and everyone was getting fired up, and everyone dancing on tabletops. I almost got up there on the chandelier, and then immediately after, what did he go? Just like he went back to Taylor Swift elevator music, kind of
right.
And it noticeably, like the mood, like took a sharp drop. Like
Big time.
it was like a very brief peak atmosphere period there, and then it dropped off. It was weird, and then he was doing typical DJ stuff in that he wasn't doing anything. He was just kind of standing around, I don't know, ordering at the bar. I don't know.
Yeah, he's just drinking some diesel back there. I'm smelling it.
I don't know. So I like he was playing, like, would I say worse music than what was playing before he got there?
Yeah.
And there was no mixing it up. It was just
God, no.
he's picking the tracks. He's like the DJ at like a house party, or like, hey, you want to be in control of the iPod or the Bluetooth, and that's what he's doing. So he's like, oh, this will be a banger, and then he puts on like something like very moderate tempo. So it was disappointing after a hot start for DJ Diesel. But
when you see something like that, do you ever think to yourself, yeah, I could do better?
I think that's like a thought that's crossed like every single person's mind when they see a DJ, right?
You're right.
I don't know, like you for sure, right? I've thought that. You must. Yeah.
I got a whole ego here. You know, I think I can do anything.
Yeah.
And
what is it? Like most people think they can land a plane. Most men or something think they can land a plane. Michelle, my sister, asked me or something, and somebody asked me, and I said, "Oh, no." And I don't know, my dad or a bunch of the other guys said like, "Yeah," or "Yeah, definitely." I was like, "No, like I don't know how to fly a fucking plane, let alone land one." But what do you think?
I like to think I could do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe like if you have the air traffic controller on the other side, and
maybe if you're walking through all these switches. That's the hardest part. Is there's a gazillion switches on these planes.
There's a lot of
there's a lot of switches.
Be more dummy proof.
Well, you know, you got your little throttle thing in your right hand. You just gotta steer it. I mean, don't be a spaz.
So you came down to Penticton with the dog Luna, and something's been bothering me ever since you came down. I didn't notice it right away, but we went to our separate sleeping quarters after a wild night at B&A, and in the morning I came out and I see this champagne flute, this champagne glass sitting on the counter by the sink. And I think you used it as like a water glass. Meanwhile, you already had like a regular water glass on the counter, like waiting for you. But for some reason you went and grabbed not just another glass, like a champagne, very small, very narrow, impractical, fragile water glass. Who uses a champagne flute as a water glass? Like, it doesn't even fit much water. It's who you grabbed. Why would you not just grab a new glass? You're
asking the wrong man here. You have to ask me after, half a dozen abandoned rail gluten-free beers and a couple cocktails over at Black Antler. I can't answer that question.
That was a bit bizarre. I was like, what?
I can see that bugging you though.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would have bothered me if you just used a new glass, because I'd be like, Ryan, there's a perfectly good glass that you were already using right there, half filled with water. But the fact that you went and grabbed the tiniest, worst drinking glass possible, I was a bit perplexed, and I was a bit hungover, and that just added to my headache.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're kind of like Jerry Seinfeld in your apartment, very clean.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be in its right place, and Kurt's going to know about it.
That's true. Yes.
Luna tried to help you reorganize some things, and you weren't having it.
You weren't having it either. She was eating my lamb bones. My lamb bones I got from Mongolian Papa.
That's kind of funny how she honed in on these lamb bones.
And then my lacrosse ball, she was going for that next. She sheds a shit ton, which I'm not sure I'd be able to handle that full time. I did vacuum the next day. I cleaned up the whole place. I mean, it wasn't messy. It was just the hair, and then I did the bedding and stuff. But I feel like I'm going to be finding those dog hairs for forever.
Yeah, I don't think it's a shit ton, though, relative to other dogs. Like, she's a dog. But, you got a big golden retriever. something with a hair, 5 times the length, you're gonna see that way more for sure.
Wouldn't know, not a dog owner. I just
Mm.
know I was visiting my friend in Calgary. They had a golden doodle or something or whatever it is. Didn't see any hairs, and they
Yeah,
said,
but the
no, we don't
doodles,
want a dog that
you
sheds.
don't want a doodle, man. You don't want a doodle. They got these human eyes that kind of freak me the fuck out. Like you look at these things and you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, like something something went awry with the doodle. And I have to pull up the quote here because there was the maker of the doodle.
The maker.
Yeah, he made what was it, a doodle dog breed quote gone wrong.
Was it Tom Brady that cloned his dogs?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy, Wally Conron, was the first breeder who crossed a Labrador Retriever and a poodle in 1989. He felt like he created a monster. He opened Pandora's box and released Frankenstein's monster.
What a
I've done a lot of
wild
damage. I've
quote.
created a lot of problems.
Should this be allowed? Should crossbreeding be allowed on like purpose? Like if it happens, it happens. Nature, dogs are horny, that sort of thing. But should you be allowed to? It sounds kind of weird. Like it goes into like the whole ethics, I feel like, of cloning, and like you're creating a new species. You're
This
you're
guy
splicing
certainly
DNA.
has a lot of regrets.
Well, what
about
if I
doing
put a cat and a dog in the same room and all of a sudden it's fine? If I say, yeah, I accidentally
Well,
created a
you
monster.
got some chromosomal differences there, but I think about that for pugs. Like we created these things, they can't
They can't.
breathe. They
Yeah.
can't fucking breathe, but people keep on making them because they're
Yeah.
sick. They're sick,
We shouldn't be
and
making
they
them.
want these diseased dogs that have compressed faces and can't walk more than 100 meters.
Yeah.
Anti pug. I mean, yeah, I'll say it.
Okay.
I'm anti
Hate
pug.
bugs. You see one, you just want to boot it,
But yeah,
punt it off the bridge like Anchorman.
you get it.
Wow.
Huh.
Something else happened recently. I wanted to get your opinion. So we're in December now. As you know, I've been in the. Have you got your Christmas lights up, by the way? I don't see
Yeah,
anything.
they
It doesn't look very
came
festive.
up November 29th. I just have a couple strands, so they're mostly outside on the railings.
Okay. You don't have the big inflatable snowman or Santa?
Mm-mm.
So, as you know, I've had my lights up since just after Halloween there. I really get into the holly jolly Christmas. So I was on the phone with my mortgage broker talking homeowner stuff, shooting the shit
Mm.
as we do. All my regular friends are so boring, so I like to just call up my mortgage broker, my accountant, those sorts of people. And anyways, at the end of the call, so this was November 27th to provide context. So what is that like? It's a week ago, November 27th, not December yet. And she, at the end of the call, she wished me a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I think I just got like fog brain, and like it's so, even though I'd set up my lights and stuff, I still not even, we're a month away from Christmas. We're over a month away from the end of the year. She wishes me a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I don't say it back. Did I fuck up? Did I fuck up that whole conversation, that relationship? Should I have wished her a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year back?
So I feel like there's some dissonance here that we need to dive into. Did you like the fact that you set up these Christmas lights shortly after Halloween, but you're not ready? You don't want to say Happy Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays yet. Does that not create any kind of problem up in Kurt's brain?
It just gets lost in all the other problems going on up
Okay.
there.
Okay.
So short answer, no. Like I didn't even like relate the two. The way you break it down, dissect it, makes sense. But to be honest, I never really related the two things. Like I wasn't even wishing people Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah. was not on my mind, even though I set up my lights, say November 2nd or something like that. Like, I was just trying to make my place more warm and cozy when we were getting the sunsets at 3 p.m. So no, I don't know, rightly or wrongly, no problems. Nothing that overwhelms me more than any other thing going on. Okay, get out of your therapist like chair, and what's next? What about the actual
Yeah, tell me about
event
your
that went
relationship
down?
with your father. Let's let's dive in here.
Yeah, it's not the
Yeah.
mood right now.
Yeah, I bet you pissed her off, man. I bet your mortgage broker got off that call and
She
you
sounded
thought Christmas was canceled.
she
Like,
sounded fine. She's gonna give me a shitty rate on my renewal.
well, I thought interest rates went down.
Well, now she's pissed off though.
Yeah. Heck.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was November 27th. Are you wishing someone Merry Christmas on when did you set up your
No,
lights? November
yeah.
29th?
Yeah. No, I'm not. I think it's got to at least be December, double digits December. So like December 10th plus. I think you have about a 2-week pre-Christmas Eve period there. I'd take it. I'll take those.
She
People
was saying
travel at that point.
Yeah.
You might not see them again.
Well, that's why she said it, because we're probably not going to talk until the new year.
I thought you guys hang out all the time.
Well,
I thought she was your new best friend.
Well, we've got holidays. She's got family stuff. Yeah. She's got a whole big family she's got to take care of over the holidays. So, yeah, so she threw that out there because we might not speak till the new year.
Right.
Does that change your mind?
Yeah, I'd probably say it back to be polite. You know?
Should I call her
a week later? Call her right now. Hey, do you remember when we chatted and you said happy holidays, but then I didn't say anything back, and then I just kind of hung up and said, see you later. Like, do you remember that? But
it was like an awkward pause. Okay, bye. Thank you, bye. I think I just said like thank you. I think it's the classic I love you and then saying thank you back. I think it was kind of like that, except she wished me Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you. Goodbye. Funny stuff.
Equally as vulnerable. But hey, I know you got to talk movies. You've been watching, have you been getting into Jason Bourne?
Just the tip of the iceberg with Jason Bourne, because I only watched unfortunately my whole exam thing ruined my Bourne Supremacy plans last weekend. So I only have watched the first one, the Bourne Identity. For some reason, I never watched these movies. I've seen clips of them and stuff like that. I've never watched them. And I feel like I was thinking about this. I'm glad you brought up movies because I do have a lot to discuss, as you know. I feel like there's like an era of kind of a certain genre that came out between like 2000 and 2010 that I missed out of, just because I was in that age where I'm either playing video games, out with my friends, or I'm just not interested in that genre. I'm interested in Megan Fox in 2007 Transformers. And so I'm talking about like political thrillers, kind of like heist movies, kind of like these Liam Neeson, Matt Damon action movies maybe that I wasn't super interested in, but my parents would have been dialed in on during those like weekends when I'm in elementary school or high school. So for some reason I hadn't watched these Jason Bourne movies, and I decided it's time, craving a little action. And so I just started with the Bourne Identity, of course, a young Matt Damon in that one. And you know what actually it brought it up is because, as I mentioned, I think last episode, is I've gotten into the flow state music playlists while I work. And this typically consists of theme music, soundtracks from movies and sometimes video games. And one of them, which I thought was kind of random considering the rest of the movies that were in there, was the Bourne soundtrack. And I was like, oh, feels kind of random, because I didn't think it was like as well known as the Avengers or Spider-Man or even like the Social Network or something like that. but it was in there, and I was like, oh, I was like vibing. I don't know. There's like a good like Bourne. She's running
Yeah,
on the beach and
I
stuff.
have it in my head like it's kind of like a and there's like different like Jason Bourne's walking
Yeah,
away. He's escaped again.
yeah,
He's got
yeah.
he's got away from their clutches.
But that brought it up. I was like, oh shit, like I should watch these movies. Like I'm getting into the soundtrack, and so I watch movies basically every weekend, and so I was like, yeah, it's time. The Bourne Identity, and I'd say it's pretty good. I would say it was good. I wasn't like blown away. Kind of like dragged at a certain point. I thought I was kind of like checking the time kind of thing. But I'm definitely excited. Like for the next one, I'm excited to experience this. I think he's in like 3 more. I think there's one without him in it, but I think he's in 3 more. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to give detailed reviews of these movies on the podcast. Just today, I'll just have a brief one on the Bourne Identity, and I would recommend it. I thought it was good, but probably not great, but it was good, enjoyable. Have you seen these
I've
movies?
seen all 3. It was definitely something that was
I
just
think there's a
on
4th one.
cable TV. I don't know if I've seen. Is it Legacy? Is that the last one?
Maybe,
I'm about to
yeah.
put that in my docket, but I feel like the first 3, Supremacy, whatever. There's 3 of them.
Ultimatum.
Ultimatum,
There's one
and
with Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye
yeah,
from the Avengers. I don't know what that one's
what a
called.
crossover! They were planning it all the way back then. I can't
Yeah.
believe it.
He was
And
supposed to like Jeremy Renner's kind of been like blue balled. Like he was like supposed to take over Jason Bourne, and then he was also supposed to take over Ethan Hunt in Mission
no
Impossible.
way,
I think so. I think that was
Ethan
floated or
Hunt.
something. Yeah, because he's in what Mission Impossible 3 and 4 and 5 or something like that.
Yeah,
And I think he was just like Jason Bourne. He was going to be like, Tom's getting old. Tom decided to do it for another 30 years, but they were like, oh, Tom's getting old. We need like this franchise is a cash cow. Let's keep it going maybe with this guy, Jeremy Renner. He kind of looks like an action hero. And I think it didn't work out. I could be wrong. I think for sure on the Bourne one, I thought he was supposed to, but I think he just hasn't been a big enough draw in a theater like the Matt Damons and Tom Cruises. So
right. Okay. Yeah, I think they're good, solid films. Yeah, I think you nailed it with your reel that I saw just before logging on here.
couldn't resist. Yeah.
He gets into everything. He's so sly. I see
Yes.
there's a listener question
Oh, on here.
on our Instagram accounts.
Oh,
Was wondering if it was possible if Kurt could compare American politics to the Alien versus Predator franchise.
right. I saw that. I had no idea what to do with that. Well, first of all, I don't really get political. I leave the politics to you, and I sit back and listen. I get Alien. I do the Alien, you do the politics, the Predator politics. But I don't know how to relate that to American politics. Did it say Alien or Alien versus Predator? Or
Alien and brackets versus Predator.
Fuck. Like I don't even know where to begin. Other than in the Alien franchise, it's not super specific, but like it's in like a dystopian world. Like in the Alien Earth TV show, Earth is run by like 3 corporations. Like we're gone are the days of like your standard government. It's corporations. It's your Jeff Bezos, your Mark Zuckerberg. Actually, the kid in that is kind of like Mark Zuckerberg, I guess. And then I don't know, who do you want as your third? Do you want Elon or who else is rich?
Yeah, let's go with Elon.
So Elon. So imagine Elon, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg, and they own different parts of the earth, and they run the world. So say Jeff Bezos owns, I don't know, USA and Canada, and Mark Zuckerberg owns Asia, and Elon owns the rest of the world. I don't know. And It doesn't seem very pleasant, but it also seems, yeah, like we could totally get there, couldn't we? What do you think?
Political thoughts from Kurt.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like to see it. Yeah, we
you'd
could
like to
totally
see.
can get there for sure. I mean, inequality is going through the roof. Kurt, you want to get me on this rant? Yeah, we got these gajillionaires running the planet. They're fucking shit up. I think aliens are the perfect analogy for when our sins come home, or sorry, our chickens come home to roost from colonialism. So it's kind of like, all right, we as settlers kind of are like aliens, and we just decimated North America with all this, all these things, these technologies. All it's kind of is crazy to behold, and it's kind of like aliens is the best analogy. Like if they came and invaded Earth, we don't know what they want. We can't, match their tech and their ferocity. That's where my mind goes is uh, colonialism, politics, alien. That's where I'm at.
This is better suited for like an English essay prompt.
Well, we talk about our poetry on the pod. It's been a long time since you've read me a poem of yours,
Oh,
Kurt.
it has been. Yeah, it took me a second actually. It has
Mm,
been. I'll try and come out with some poetry maybe
yeah,
for the holidays.
yeah, I like
Um,
that.
but on the alien, now you got me all alien amped up. There's every freaking alien movie, every single one is always about we gotta get in here, extract these aliens, which it starts out as we know nothing about these things to later on, the executives, they know about these aliens, but they don't really tell anyone about how dangerous they are. So
Right.
the first one, they don't really know. Later on, they know, but they still want them. But every movie is about we gotta bring these aliens back to Earth no matter the cost. It's total greediness, and like the most dangerous creature in the galaxy, and countless deaths, ships exploding, people are just dying. They have the ability to wipe out the Earth if they get loose. But these corporations, the Wuhani Corp or whatever, you gotta get the aliens back. They tell the synth in the latest Alien Earth, the crew doesn't matter. We need these fucking aliens. And they're like, are you sure? Like, it just killed 6 more crew members, and that's not counting the last 5 movies where they wiped out 30,000 people or whatever. It's like, no, you got to bring them back. And then it crash lands. This is all in Alien Earth. It crash lands in like Asia somewhere. I don't know, in Thailand or something, futuristic Thailand somewhere. And now another corporation owns that land. They're like, we're going to take these aliens because they seem important. We're rich. We want to get richer. And then there's corporations fighting over these aliens. Meanwhile, the aliens killing everyone. They're like, oh, I love this alien. They all want this alien, no matter how devastating it is.
Yeah,
Tragedy.
on the alien.
They're
Yeah,
obsessed.
you nailed it. And I feel like when I watch like the Bourne series or Alien or something, I always think, put myself in like that main character kind of slot. Like, I know better. I know how to react to Jason Bourne or Alien or something like that. But in reality, I just be the plebe that's like handing a guy a piece of paper to saying like, oh yeah, Alien just killed our crew. Like, what do you want to do about it? Like I'm just the guy. I'm the guy passing, just kind of going with the flow.
Passing information.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be on the ship and be like, "Oh, you guys sure you wanna continue with this? I think it's a lot of dead people back here."
Exactly. It's just the greed in the Alien franchise. They know no bounds. But you've brought up an interesting premise. Very interesting. Jason Bourne versus Alien. How do you think that would go? Imagine Jason Bourne infiltrates an alien spaceship, or a spaceship that just happens to have some eggs on it, alien eggs. They hatch.
He has no
Maybe he's
chance.
gonna break out. In the Alien Earth show, part of the issue maybe is that they have all these synthetics, or I don't know, whatever. They have all these different terms for cyborgs and shit. And I mentioned that they have a version of them that are kids' consciousness within like a fully grown adult synthetic body. And the problem is that these things, the aliens really aren't a threat to them. Like they could take one head on, basically. They're like strong and everything. And so like one of the synths like kills one, but I don't think Jason Bourne, as cool as he is, and I was pretty impressed by the Bourne identity. I don't think he would be able to take on an alien. He definitely wouldn't be able to take one on head on. If he could get, he's a great problem solver, right? And he is very skilled. So if he could, he's kind of like Batman. If he had enough prep time, yeah, there's a Jason Bourne out there, I think, that could take on one alien if he could kind of get away, prep himself, get some weaponry. I could see it. Like, yeah, he could. That could be.
I don't know. I think he's a master of human psychology. All these mind
get in the
games
alien's
he's playing with
mind.
He doesn't understand aliens. That his strong suit is just fucking with people in the CIA. Yeah. I don't think he stands a chance.
I don't get the obsession with these freaking aliens. Even in the show, you have this synth girl who can communicate with the aliens. She's totally overpowered. She's just superhuman. She can hack every computer. She can hack other AIs. She can talk to the aliens and tell it what to do. And I forget if she says or not, but I'm pretty sure all the aliens thinking is kill, kill, kill. And have you ever seen an alien eat? They just kill. Do they even eat? They just kill.
Yeah, I've never seen them eat. Yeah,
they just kill for fun.
They don't need calories. They're so efficient. Going back to the corporate consolidation, they're the most efficient being in the galaxy. They don't need calories.
If they get enough of these aliens, they can recreate new aliens themselves because they get a queen, lay eggs, face huggers, attach to people. Then you create new aliens. You don't have to pay the aliens. So the corporations don't have to pay the aliens to do their dirty work for them. So it's like free labor. So they're just super greedy in these alien movies. A lot like corporate America and American politicians. Yeah,
excellent. That's why I love
became full circle on that.
Yeah, yes, love it. Okay, next listener message is that Cousin Andy wants us to get the Hawk Tua girl on here. He lost $1,500 investing in Hawk coin, and he demands answers. Much love, Cousin Andy. We have not heard back from Miss Haley Welch since our message last week, but we'll keep on trying, Cousin Andy. Don't you worry.
She's leaving us on sent last week. So we are actively reaching out to a lot of people that we think would be appropriate for our podcast. And I feared this. As I've heard, I haven't really been in the Haley Welch news feed, but I heard she had a downfall because there were many people like Andrew that were pissed off at her. Yeah. But it seems like she's still pretty popular. Coffee Anderson follows her, so she's still pretty popular. And we haven't been able to break through yet. So, if everyone bands together and DMs her or tags her in posts and mentions Patio Lanterns, the podcast, maybe that gets her attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Who else should we get? So I had Justin Trudeau on there. He might be a hard get still. He's kind of living his best life with Katy Perry.
Right.
I had the Dominic Toretto Vin Diesel lookalike, like the Brazilian Vin Diesel or whatever. And then obviously Vin Diesel.
Oh, maybe anyone from the Fast 10 cast could be free.
They're not doing anything.
We could be proactive and try and get we can try and get some of the Fast 10 cast on here. And maybe even the name's escaping me right now. The guy who died in the car crash.
John Cena?
No.
Paul Walker?
Paul Walker's twin brother. Maybe
his brother
get on here. He might be involved.
I think he has like two brothers too, so I don't know if they're both like in the limelight. I always see it like at least one of them, like with Vin Diesel or whatever, hanging out. Maybe like with The Rock, if we said we would promote his tequila or something, maybe he would come on. Like every freaking post of his turns into an ad.
Yeah.
He's annoying. I don't know.
Yeah, God loves making money.
Actually, Vin Diesel's annoying too. God, he's just the worst.
Oh, he's hilarious. He's got the best photo angles. Like every angle, it's never like a straight on camera. Do you notice that? There's always some kind
he's
of
just he's the
upshot or
cringe.
downshot.
And he posts nonstop. And I'm starting to comment more on these guys' posts under the Patio Lanterns account, saying like, you know, fucking work on Fast X Part 2. It's been what, 2 years already, and
Get
nothing,
off the
no progress has
phone.
been made. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Come on.
Speaking of Instagram, are we ever gonna get to a point where reels get like too fucked? Like I was thinking about how for kids these days, reels are kind of like early YouTube. Like you don't know what you're gonna see. Like, are you gonna see someone get decapitated? You know, like a ISIS kind of video. I remember seeing that as a kid on YouTube.
I
Back
didn't.
in the day. That was wild.
I never even watched Did you watch Two Girls, One Cup?
No, I think it might have been on at a sleepover, but I don't think I ever watched that.
I haven't seen that one because it would have had to been like a surprise because it's not something I would seek out.
But there was more fucked up stuff that we had at
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to go there.
But no, that is a good point. I was thinking about the two things there. First of all, we are getting some fucked up stuff, and I'm curious at what point does it tip over the edge? Because we're getting into, I'll just say it, like Zootopia 2 is out now, and it's getting into that bestiality anime. I don't know, what do you call it? Anime kind of porn. It has a name, doesn't it? You get into hentai, whatever. You get into that stuff, and absolutely, with all this, you think The Incredibles mom, stuff like that, all this shit exists somewhere. It's just Instagram is still supposed to be, I think, a somewhat family friendly platform in a way. Like it does have a boundary. It does kind of get fucked, but it does have a boundary somewhere. It doesn't allow straight up porn on Instagram, as far as I'm aware. And I wonder, because now I feel like people are pushing that boundary a little bit. And I'm wondering, like, is it going to get to a point where we just see straight up like porn, or like you're saying, like murders on there? Like I heard like on Twitter or X or whatever, that people were getting, because you get like a curated feed on there. You have like your own feed of who you follow, and then you get like a curated like for you feed. And I heard people were getting, like, depending on the algo, were getting like footage of like car crashes or just people dying. And I hadn't seen anything, nor have I seen anything like that on Instagram. But if that was happening on one website or one app, one social media app, I thought it must be happening or possible on another app. So I don't know if it has really happened on Instagram up to this point, but you have to wonder if it will get there. Like you're saying, like cross the line.
Yeah, it changes so quickly. Like, yeah, I'll send one meme about Judy Hopper to Kurt, and then all of a sudden my whole
Judy
feed
Hopper
is filled with Zootopia.
Judy Hopper is big right now.
It's insane. Like, yeah, YouTube had to regulate itself at some point with like these crazy videos. Instagram seemed, maybe there's a little bit there, but I feel like we're in that test subject where we keep on trying to send each other the most fucked up stuff we can find. That's kind of how I view it. Like, me and you, we're just sending each other, all right, what's the weirdest thing?
Yeah, and like, does AI must make it easier to sneak that stuff in, I would think, right? Like you can just. So I had the same thought as like, am I just gonna be scrolling one of you're sending me so many Judy Hopper memes? Am I gonna be scrolling one day and just see something absolutely diabolical. I'm gonna see something no one.
Yeah, I don't know where do we cross the line. Like it's kind of been that slippery slope where it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna try and find the most fucked up stuff we can, and like, how crazy are
Well,
our
the
reels?
tolerance is kind of
It's already
increased.
built. Like we already
So
desensitized ourselves.
because the other part of this conversation with like the just like general meme content was, I almost feel like we've ascended brain rot. We need a new thing almost, because now,
Yeah.
especially this last weekend, my feed was filled to the brim with the brain rot of just a million memes flashing on the screen, all this shit I've seen before, but it's flashing really fast, all the TikTok sounds and stuff. And I'm sending them all your way. And I get to a point where I feel nothing. I used to laugh out loud at how fucked it was, but now I'm like I've seen a variation of this montage before. I almost need the next brain rot. I need
You're
something.
hooked. You need that Instagram reel drip pulled into your veins.
Yeah. Maybe I just need to get off Instagram.
Yeah, I took a break for just 2 days, and then I came back to it. Kurt's it says 4+ messages, but there's like 100 reels in there. Like I had to take breaks in between watching these things, and yeah, there were definitely a lot that did make me like laugh out loud, and I do try and respond specifically to those because it's still just like what am I watching? Like I saw a comment today, like I downloaded Instagram in 2014 to share photos with my friends, and it was a reel about Judy Hopper. And what's happened to us?
It's messed up.
Oh God.
So the only other news I have is as I mentioned today, is I am officially back. As you already have figured out, I am officially back on video games. I am so back on video games. For the last little while, I feel like last few years, I was kind of like, meh. Like once in a while, there'd be a game that would come across my plate that I would be super hyped about. But they were like far and few between. And then there were other ones that was like, oh, these are kind of fun for some downtime. But now Resident Evil has resurrected my love, my passion for video games. And I'm happy to say I beat Resident Evil 2, both campaigns. I got the full story of Claire and Leon. They made it out of Raccoon City with Sherry, who I think we saw in Resident Evil 6. And I am pumped. I am super pumped because I am ready to play Silent Hill 2 after hyping it up for like multiple episodes now. We're gonna go into Silent Hill, the town of Silent Hill, looking for my dead wife, Mary. So I don't know. I'm thinking it could even happen tonight. I might jump on tonight, or if not, then this weekend some point. And I'm pumped. And then I was saying again, like, well, then I got more Resident Evil to look forward to after that. So I am so back on these horror games now. I'm fired up.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I'm ready for the next set of Kurt memes to hit me in the face. Guy, yeah. I don't know anything about Silent Hill besides he's getting a letter and he's looking for his missing girlfriend.
I got a letter.
So.
James.
The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous.
I would say that too.
True.
Couldn't
That's
possibly
what
make
I
it.
keep telling myself.
She's been dead.
Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago.
So, yeah, you said it. He got a letter from his dead wife bringing him back to Silent Hill. If you're plugged in like I am on the Instagram reels, you would see Silent Hill memes walking around in the fog. I think this might be scarier than Resident Evil 2 as well. And I think it's going to be sad. I think it's going to be kind of depressing.
Well,
so I'm looking forward to it. If you thought November people should be sad, well, December, actually famously December, Christmas is like a sad time of the year. So I'm going to get into it here. I'm going to find Mary. I'm going to find her. Cool. Well, see you later then.
Bye.